Okay, so you've got your process kind of
Yep.
mapped out. You've got a tool that supports you. Now, what's the third piece?
Right, and this is normally where most people stop, right? Is
Yeah,
they do some process design,
yeah,
they
you're
go
right.
buy a tool or implement a tool, and they think, hey, job done,
Yes,
right? And 6 months later, they come back and go, hang on a minute, why is that thing not happening? Or why is no one using the tool? Or why is this process broken again, right?
yeah,
Because this is where most people stop, quite
right.
frankly, right? Um, so the next part is the adoption. Okay, and the adoption is also broken down into four parts. Okay,
Okay,
so when you're thinking about adoption, what we're looking for in adoption is first of all, are people aware, right? Do they know they should be doing the thing? Okay, so has anyone told them, right? So have you built some sort of awareness that says, hey, yeah, you should be doing this?
that's
Okay,
pretty critical, right? You spend a lot of time
right.
on process and tool. You might want people to know that they should be doing it.
That's right. Okay, and you'd be surprised,
Yeah,
right? Even in my business, I'll turn up and I'll go down to the factory floor and I'll speak to a production supervisor and I introduce myself and they're like, "Yeah, what do you do, Nick?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm here because we're working on a Odoo implementation." Like, "Well, what's Odoo?" And like, "Oh my God, here we go!" Right? Like they
yeah,
haven't even communicated what's going on, right?
yeah.
Um,
That's where you wear the T-shirt that says "Ask me about
it's
Odoo."
exactly right. It's exactly right. And it's like, oh my goodness, we're trying to do some of that work for the client. And that's okay because it's not natural in a lot of companies, surprisingly, right?
Yeah,
So that awareness, don't take it for granted. Don't assume just because they've been talking about it in the in the boardroom or in
hmm,
the management office for the last 3 months. Everyone's been talking about it. Don't assume that everybody else knows what you know,
right,
right?
right.
So the first thing is awareness, right? Do
Okay,
they know they should be doing it? So once people know they should be doing it, the next thing to look at is do they know how?
hmm,
Okay. So have you trained them, right? Do they know how to do the thing, right? Have you taken the time to actually show them how to do it, right? Have they
yeah,
had an opportunity to practice? Have they had an opportunity to press the button that you want them to press,
yeah.
right? And so giving people the training, okay, is the next part of the adoption.
Okay,
Now, once you give them the training, the next step is now have you given them the access? And what we mean by access is both in terms of security groups and whatever in the system
hmm,
itself, right, to get access to the button, okay,
hmm,
but also it's about the right tools, right? So have you given them everything they need? Have they got the right barcode scanner? Have they got the right
yeah,
tools to
yeah,
actually do the thing they've been
yeah,
trained to do,
yeah,
right? Because if you haven't done that, again, don't be surprised they can't do it.
yeah.
Okay, I didn't give you the barcode scanner. Don't be surprised they're not
It's
scanning
not
using the
going to get
barcode scanner.
scanned. Yeah.
Right,
I mean,
right.
these sound like all logical things, but I think sometimes the simple logical things are the things where you fumble it. I mean, that's where it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, I'll tell you, when we first started at Silverdale 5 years ago, and one of our very first projects, we were doing an implementation for a client of ours down in Mexico, and we did all the great technical work, we did all the customization, we did all the coding, all that great stuff, right? And then we got to the shop floor, day one, go live. It's like, hey, we're all good, we're all good. And then it's like, okay, so you're going to scan the label. And they're like, what label? I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, yep, sorry, yeah, we didn't tell you print the label.
Yep. Here's the
Okay,
label.
I clicked the print label button. Okay, great. Take your label and attach it to the box. They're like, what label? I said, the label that came out of the printer. What printer? Oh
It
my
was the
God.
printer.
Right. You start realizing, wait
Oh
a
man.
minute, what happened there, right?